45%. That's how much Harley-Davidson's market share has plummeted in the last decade. The American icon that once dominated motorcycling is now fighting for survival. But today, we're looking at something that could change everything. 7 machines. 7 completely reimagined motorcycles that Harley is betting their entire future on. The most radical lineup overhaul in the company's 122-year history. This isn't just another model year update. This is Harley's last stand. Harley-Davidson has been here before, on the ropes, fighting for relevance, watching as younger riders flock to other brands. But never has the situation been this dire. With stock prices struggling and dealerships closing, Harley needed something revolutionary. Enter what insiders are calling Project Phoenix, Harley's comprehensive 2025 rescue plan centered around 7 all-new or completely reimagined motorcycles. These aren't just new paint schemes or minor updates. We're talking ground-up redesigns targeting entirely new rider demographics while still satisfying the core Harley faithful. For the past 3 years, Harley's best engineers and designers have been working in absolute secrecy. The goal? Create 7 motorcycles that could secure the next 50 years of Harley-Davidson's future. Today, I'm breaking down each model, what makes it special, and why together they might just save America's motorcycle icon. Now let's be honest about the problems Harley's facing. Their core customer is aging out of riding. The average Harley owner is now 61 years old. Meanwhile, younger riders see Harley as their grandfather's brand, expensive, heavy, and outdated. While Harley was sticking to tradition, competitors were innovating. Indian Motorcycle rose from the dead to become a serious threat. European brands captured the premium market. Japanese manufacturers continued dominating performance and value segments. The numbers are brutal. Since 2014, Harley has lost nearly half of its market share. New rider acquisition has dropped 70% in the under 35 demographic. Dealerships are closing at a record pace. When CEO Jochen Zeitz took over in 2020, he knew incremental changes wouldn't save the company. They needed a revolution, a complete rethinking of what Harley-Davidson could be in the modern motorcycle landscape. The rescue plan had to balance an impossible equation: honor Harley's heritage while completely modernizing the lineup, attract new riders without alienating loyalists, and most importantly, create motorcycles people actually want to buy. Let's see if they pulled it off with these 7 new models. First up, the Nighthawk 975. This isn't just another cruiser. It's Harley's answer to the performance standard segment dominated by bikes like the Triumph Speed Twin and the BMW R9T. At its heart is an all-new liquid-cooled 975cc V-twin producing 115 horsepower, more than any non-CVO Harley production engine ever. But it's the handling that's revolutionary here. Fully adjustable Showa suspension, Brembo brakes, and a lightweight chassis that brings the total weight down to just 455 pounds. This is a Harley that carves corners as well as it cruises highways. The riding position is still relaxed, but more neutral than traditional Harleys, allowing for genuine sportiness when the road gets twisty. With the starting price of $12,995, the Nighthawk targets younger riders who want performance and style without the traditional Harley tax. This is the bike designed to pull riders away from Japanese and European standards. Next, the Electra Glide Nova. This is Harley acknowledging that their touring platform needed a complete overhaul while respecting what made it great in the first place. The Nova is 85 pounds lighter than the current Electra Glide, thanks to an aluminum frame and carbon fiber components. The Milwaukee 8 engine gets variable valve timing for better efficiency and power, while the new Skyline infotainment system integrates smartphone connectivity and advanced rider aids. What's most impressive is how they've improved comfort and handling simultaneously. The suspension is now semi-active, automatically adjusting to road conditions and load. Wind protection is improved while reducing buffeting thanks to extensive wind tunnel testing. This is Harley acknowledging their core touring riders while making the platform accessible to those who found the old bikes too heavy and cumbersome. Starting at $28,995, it's premium but packed with technology that justifies the price. The Bronx 500 is Harley's most dramatic departure, their smallest displacement motorcycle in generations, and their direct attack on the urban mobility segment. This liquid-cooled 500cc parallel twin makes 55 horsepower and weighs just 375 pounds fully fueled. It's designed specifically for urban environments with an upright riding position, narrow profile for lane splitting, and tech features younger riders demand. What's clever is how they've maintained Harley's design DNA in a completely different motorcycle. It still has presence, still sounds great thanks to a 270-degree firing order, but it's accessible to new riders in a way traditional Harleys never were. At $6,995, this is the gateway Harley that could bring an entire generation of new riders to the brand. It's aimed squarely at the Honda CB500 and Triumph Trident territory, but with that Harley badge that still carries weight. Building on the success of the original Pan America, the Expedition version takes Harley's adventure capabilities to new heights. The Expedition features more suspension travel, upgraded crash protection, and an innovative modular storage system. The 1250cc Revolution Max engine remains, but gets new mapping for better low-end torque when fully loaded. What sets the Expedition apart is how thoroughly it's been equipped for actual adventure. The wire-spoke wheels are tubeless compatible, the windscreen is adjustable on the fly, and the new navigation system includes global mapping with offline capabilities. At $22,995, the Pan America Expedition targets the premium adventure market dominated by BMW and KTM, but brings Harley's distinctive character to the segment where it's finding surprising success. The FXR 131 revives a legendary name with modern performance that will make even devoted Dyna fans take notice. Powered by the Milwaukee 8 131 crate engine, now standard from the factory, this is the most powerful production cruiser Harley has ever built. 131 cubic inches, translating to 121 horsepower and a massive 135 pound-feet of torque. But this isn't just a straight-line beast. Taking cues from the popular FXR, it features premium Olin suspension front and rear, with geometry designed for actual handling rather than just cruising. At $19,995, the FXR 131 is aimed at performance-focused riders who want American muscle with handling to match. It's Harley's direct response to the Indian Scout, but with significantly more power. The Street Bob EV is Harley's second-generation electric motorcycle, but unlike the Livewire, this one embraces traditional Harley styling cues. Developed with lessons learned from the Livewire, the Street Bob EV packs a 15 kilowatt-hour battery good for 180 miles of city range. The motorcycle produces 85 horsepower and instant torque that mimics the feel of a V-twin. Now what's clever is how they've maintained the look and feel of a traditional Harley while going electric. Now the tank is actually a storage compartment, and the motor is styled to evoke a V-twin profile. At $16,995, it's still premium, but significantly more accessible than the Livewire, and it targets urban riders who want Harley style with zero emissions and minimal maintenance. The Revolution Max ADV is Harley's smallest adventure bike, bringing their off-road capabilities to an entirely new price point and rider demographic. Using the 975cc Revolution Max engine from the Nighthawk, but retuned for better low-end torque, this 460-pound adventure bike brings surprising capability in a more manageable package than the full-size Pan America. It's designed for riders intimidated by the size and weight of full-size adventure bikes, but who still want to explore beyond paved roads. The 19-inch front wheel and 17-inch rear strike a balance between on-road handling and off-road capability. At $13,995, it directly targets the Triumph Tiger 900 and BMW F850 GS, offering another entry point to the Harley brand for riders who would never consider a traditional cruiser. Of these 7 models, the Nighthawk 975 stands as a potential game-changer for Harley-Davidson, and here's why. The standard roadster segment is the fastest-growing motorcycle category globally. It's where brands like Triumph and BMW have found tremendous success with bikes that blend performance, styling, and heritage. The Nighthawk hits all the right notes. It's powerful enough to satisfy experienced riders, styled distinctively enough to stand out, priced competitively against European options, and most importantly, it preserves Harley's soul while completely modernizing the experience. It appeals to riders who would never consider a traditional Harley, but still respect the brand's heritage. It's equally at home commuting, canyon carving, or weekend touring. And crucially, it doesn't feel like a Harley trying to be something they're not. It feels like Harley evolving. Now, early dealer reports indicate the Nighthawk is bringing entirely new customers into showrooms, people who haven't considered Harley before. And once they're in the door, they're also looking at models like the Bronx 500 and Revolution Max ADV. Harley has already increased production targets for the Nighthawk by 40% based on pre-orders alone. This could be the volume model that stabilizes their finances, while the premium bikes rebuild their profit margins. Together, these 7 motorcycles represent the most comprehensive revitalization in Harley-Davidson's history. They address multiple segments, price points, and rider demographics while maintaining a clear Harley identity across the lineup. The strategy is clear. Use the Bronx 500 and Nighthawk 975 to bring new riders to the brand. Convert some to the Revolution Max ADV and Pan America Expedition as their skills and interests evolve. Keep the traditional touring and cruiser segment strong with the thoroughly modernized Electroglide Nova and FXR 131. And prepare for the future with continued electric development through the Street Bob EV. This isn't just about the American market either. These new models position Harley for growth in Europe, Asia, and emerging markets where the brand has struggled against more diverse competitors. Is it enough to save Harley-Davidson? Now the honest answer is, it's their best shot. These bikes address the fundamental issues that have been dragging the company down: an aging customer base, limited appeal to new riders, and insufficient diversity in their lineup. Now the early signs are promising. Pre-orders across the lineup are exceeding projections. Dealer foot traffic is up significantly. And most importantly, the average age of customers placing deposits is 15 years younger than Harley's current average. So which of these 7 models do you think will have the biggest impact? Would you consider any of them for your garage? I'm particularly interested in the Nighthawk 975 and Revolution Max ADV, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to see these bikes in action, I'll be test riding each one as they become available. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the first ride reviews. Until next time, this is Motorcycle Library, bringing you the machines that move us. And with that, I'll be seeing you on the road.